Turning 60 does not suddenly make an exercise dangerous. But repeating a painful, unstable, or poorly controlled version because you used to do it years ago can turn exercise into a test your joints are not prepared to pass. Today, we are not banning 5 movements. We are replacing 5 common high-risk versions with options that train the same abilities more safely. Pain is not proof that an exercise is working. Mild muscular effort is expected. Sharp pain, dizziness, chest pressure, sudden shortness of breath, or joint pain that worsens with each repetition is a reason to stop. The first exercise to reconsider is the deep, unsupported squat when you cannot control the bottom position. Squatting is an important life skill. The problem appears when someone drops into a depth they cannot stand from without collapsing inward, rounding heavily, or grabbing furniture. Do a chair sit to stand instead. Use a stable chair against a wall. Place your feet firmly, lean slightly forward, stand, and lower slowly. Use your hands if needed. As strength improves, use less hand support or choose a slightly lower chair. You are still training the thighs, hips, and the ability to rise from a seat, just with a clear depth target and a safety stop. The second exercise is the floor burpee. Burpees combine a rapid drop to the floor, weight through the wrists, a plank, and a fast return to standing. That can be useful for a well-trained person, but it may be unnecessarily complex when the real goal is conditioning. Try an elevated step back. Place your hands on a solid counter, step 1 foot back, and then the other into an inclined plank. Step forward and stand tall. Move at a pace that lets you breathe and maintain control. You train the legs, upper body, core, and heart without racing to and from the floor. The third exercise is pressing or pulling a bar behind the neck. Behind the neck presses and pull-downs demand substantial shoulder motion. Some people tolerate them, but they offer little advantage for the average older beginner and can be uncomfortable when shoulder mobility is limited. Press dumbbells or handles in front of the body using a comfortable grip, or perform a pull-down toward the upper chest. Keep the ribs controlled and stop before pain. A resistance band row is another useful pulling option. The fourth exercise is fast, repeated sit-ups or loaded twisting. The core's job is not only to bend the spine, it also helps resist unwanted movement while you walk, carry, reach, and recover your balance. Try a bird dog at a counter or on hands and knees. Brace gently, extend one leg without twisting, and return. If appropriate, add the opposite arm. Another option is a standing resistance band press that challenges your body not to rotate. These movements build control. They should not create back pain or require holding your breath. The fifth exercise is an unsupported balance stunt. Standing on a wobble board, closing your eyes, or balancing on one leg in the middle of a room may look impressive. But falling while practicing balance defeats the purpose. Move the exercise beside a solid counter. Start with feet together or a semi-tandem stance. Keep fingertips near support. Progress by using less pressure, narrowing the stance, or adding slow head turns only when safe. Support does not make the exercise useless. It lets you practice near the edge of your ability without turning one mistake into an injury. How do you know whether an exercise is right for you? Use 4 checks. First, can you enter and leave the position safely? Second, can you perform several repetitions with consistent control? Third, do you feel muscular effort rather than sharp joint or nerve pain? Fourth, do you recover normally afterward rather than feeling worse for several days? Progress gradually. Add repetitions, a second set, a slightly stronger band, or a small amount of weight. Do not increase everything at once. Use a simple effort check. The final repetitions should feel challenging while your form remains steady and you can continue breathing. If you could perform 20 more repetitions, the exercise may eventually need progression. If the first repetition is uncontrolled, begin with an easier variation. Challenging and unsafe are not the same thing. Warm up with several minutes of comfortable movement and easier practice repetitions. A warm-up does not need to be elaborate. It prepares you for the movements you will perform. Afterward, normal muscular tiredness should gradually settle. Persistent swelling, sharp pain, or loss of function deserves evaluation. Aim to train the major muscle groups at least twice weekly if your health and ability allow. Include walking or other aerobic activity, plus balance work. Recovery, protein, and sleep support the training, but consistency matters more than a perfect program. I have linked the same beginner resistance band set used in our walking video. Bands can support rows, presses, and gradual resistance, but inspect them for cracks and secure them correctly. Never anchor a band to an unstable object or pull it directly toward your face. If you have osteoporosis, recent surgery, a joint replacement, heart disease, uncontrolled blood pressure, frequent falls, or persistent pain, ask a healthcare professional or physical therapist for individualized guidance. Sudden chest pain, fainting, severe breathing difficulty, or new one-sided weakness requires emergency care. Let us review the swaps. Replace uncontrolled deep squats with chair stands. Replace floor burpees with elevated step backs. Bring presses and pull-downs in front of the body. Replace fast sit-ups and twisting with controlled core stability. Practice balance beside solid support. The goal is not to make exercise easy. It is to make the challenge appropriate, repeatable, and progressive. If possible, record one set from the side or ask a qualified trainer to observe. What feels straight is not always what is happening. A brief form check can reveal a chair that is too low, a band anchored poorly, or a range of motion that needs adjustment. Subscribe to Longevity Blueprint TV for practical strategies to stay strong and capable after 60. In the next episode, we will calculate how much protein you may actually need and turn that number into ordinary meals. Thank you for watching. And remember, the best exercise is not the most dramatic one. It is the one you can perform well, improve gradually, and keep doing.